everybody. This is David B69. Welcome to Toronto. We are going to play against the Toronto Blue Jays. It's actually kind of funny. We have 6 games against Toronto this month. And that's a lot of games. So I get used to playing them. Our lineup is fully healthy, pretty much. Grayson Stott and Nick Castellanos are a little bit drained, as well as Trey Turner. But we should be fine. Let's get going.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Bowden Francis.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. And it's a double to start the game. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And a curve is down and in. Harper recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Caught him looking for the K. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Having a nice season in the power categories. 8th in the National League in home runs as of today. And the slider just misses. Castellanos with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Zach Wheeler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good. with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a base hit right there. And it gets by him. Jimenez around second, on his way to third.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Huge strikeout there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now, 4th in the AL in RBIs. Wheeler with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Runner on at third, one gone. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Counts 1-0.
Way high with that one. 2-0. And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. And that's way high. Counts full, 3-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. An absolute smash to left. It's his 6th home run of the season, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 3-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Will Wagner stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That's a strike. Swing and a ground ball. On to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. And we're back. Here's Byron Buxton. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they close the gap. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Max Kepler at the plate. And a foul ball.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And now it's JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. Remember Mark Kotze was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first, and Real Muto is out. 2 down, base is empty. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
In the air, left side. Santander makes the grab, and that's the inning. But the Phils edge closer on this solo homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. The batter now, Griffin Conine. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss. Wheeler gets the strikeout.
Batting
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike. Kirk, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's a native of Mexico. 1 out, base is empty. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Center fielder,
and now it's Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the third baseman, Cody Clemens. Francis back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. And that's outside. Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first, and one away in the top of the third. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Trey Turner. He was late there, strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That misses. Ball one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. Bryce Harper up now. I think one of my favorite moments from his 2024 season was his soccer-style celebration after he hit a home run in London.
Is that when we went with the knee slide?
Exactly, and really into it, too. He yelled, "I love soccer," over and over while going through the high-five line of the dugout.
When in Rome, as they say.
Or London. Harper working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
And that one hammered. Varsho moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back now in Toronto. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Bichette batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. And the sweeper is off the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Out towards left center. Kepler makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This one in the air, right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Just missed. Jimenez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch is outside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Runner takes off, spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 outs. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting,
Ernie
third
Clement,
baseman.
the next to
Ernie
hit.
Clement.
He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off left side. Line and a base hit into right. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 3. First and second, 2 outs. Wagner getting ready to hit. That's outside. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. And that one popped in the air, left field. Buxton makes the play, and that is that. And we're back
Leading
on to the
off for
4th.
Philadelphia,
Here's Nicholas
right fielder,
Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Swinging a foul straight back. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting, second
This is
baseman,
Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one almost got him. That one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's down and in. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there.
Center
Other than
fielder,
ripping
Brian
one into the gap
Buxton.
or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that depth.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Fought off foul. 1 out and a runner at second. The 1-1 is fouled off.
2 the count.
Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. That's to third. Fires across the diamond. That takes care of Buxton. Now batting Max Kepler. Went down on strikes his first time through. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
No strike.
Real Muto, the next to hit, takes outside. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Kepler off of first with 2 away. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Konai sizing this one up, and that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom 4, and now the right fielder, Griffin Konai. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Konai recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Struck out swinging his first time. Smoked on the ground a second. To first. And a couple of quick outs. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. That's in there. 0-1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Castellanos going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Brandon Marsh. In the air, out towards left center. Santander makes the grab, 1 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Cody Clemens. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Clemens, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. That one outside,
that's just out.
and now 2-0. And
That's
another
ball
ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Stays alive. 1 down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's Turner now.
Turner.
1 for 2. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there. The
One ball,
shortstop takes the
two
ball.
strikes.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
That's outside.
off the plate.
Ball one. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's out of play, a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Fastball for a strike at 95. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Snags it for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. In there at the knees, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. Guerrero off of first with two away. And they'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Chad Green.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
One down, base is empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And the batter now, Bryson Stott. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That one just missing inside. And that is ball 1. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Buxton, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
Late on that fastball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner. Next
Ball
one
that's
misses.
outside.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The count is full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
2 outs. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back now in Toronto. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Wheeler back to work. Outside low. 1-0. Fair ball.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And that gets down for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and the bases are now loaded.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
There's a strike.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One runs in, and they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now, Dalton Varsho. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Ball, that's too high.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 4. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Andres Jimenez.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hammered, base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Right through there for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Ground ball to first. Could be 2. There's 1. Out. Oh, the throw is wild. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 8-2. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you.
New pitcher on now, Jose Alvarado.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Ball 1 there.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Castellanos ranges back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Foul ball. In the air, right side. He's got it, and there's 1 down. Here's JT Realmuto.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Swing and a miss.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. It looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So up next, Brandon Marsh. And that one fouled off. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up. Clement makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for
Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Santander stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs. Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Clement stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays.
Will Wagner.
In the air, left field, down the line, and he makes the grab. And the inning is over.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. Cut on and lifted in the air. Varsho after it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Trey Turner at the plate.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here is Bryce Harper. See, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's in there, and the count is 1-1. Upstairs.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Outside.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching for
Back now,
Philadelphia.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tanner Banks.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
For the Jays,
And now the right fielder, Griffin Conine. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Banks, in his 3rd season, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And another ball. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Runner at third, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Liner, base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and it's 9-2.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Fastball for a strike. Kirk aboard here at first with nobody out. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the 0-2. And that skips into dirt. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And now 2 aboard. And here is Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. On the ground to second, might be 2. Stott over to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Line drive, Turner. Throw home, he beats it. And it's an 8-run lead. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And it's through for a hit. Coming home. The throw in. He will score. And they now lead by 9.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited.
Harper takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score. It's 13-2. A 2-run double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now, Will Wagner. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls. No
In the
strike.
dirt. On the ground, right side. Harper takes it to the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. And we're back. New inning getting started. And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Swanson back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Outside low, and 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
He goes down looking. Now at the plate, Bryson Stott, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Byron Buxton stands in for the Phillies. In the dirt. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Now batting.
Last chance
fielder,
for the
Max
Phillies.
Kepler.
Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Splits the plate, and that is strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
Nope.
Go ahead and get it out of the way so
got
the
a
hitter
ball,
can
1
focus
strike.
on the pitch.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
this winded up sucking. Yeah, just had a really, really bad game. Didn't hit enough. And, yeah, Wheeler just had a bad start. And Tanner Banks came in, didn't do well at all either. So, it's game one against Toronto. Yeah, it is what it is. These games happen. So until next time, this is David B69, and I'm out.